Building theme parks in games has come a long way. I personally started playing this genre early in my gaming life with Dino Park Tycoon from 1993 and Theme Park by Bullfrog a year later. Today we have been sponsored by Frontier Developments to hop onto one of the latest rides, Planet Coaster 2, which admittedly had a little bit of a bumpy ride when it launched, but has been putting in the work to update and improve the game to where people have been enjoying their time quite a bit. And I want to show off something special to me that I encountered. They even say that the game's undergone a complete transformation, so maybe worth a fresh look. By the way, I'd really appreciate it if you can click the link below to have a look at the game. Let them know you're checking it out from me. Thank you. Now, I was messing around with the game, did the tutorial of course, and played around in the sandbox, but then I looked at the campaign and the first map, coincidentally, is set in my home country. I couldn't believe it, but we gotta do that today. I wish I could serve you some nasi lemak through the screen, but maybe look for a Malaysian restaurant near you for that. But if you didn't know, I'm from Malaysia and we love our theme parks. We got loads of them and they come in all shapes and sizes. I grew up near one and I can't wait to build my dream, or more than likely nightmare, theme park just for you all. So let me bring you all the way over to where I came from, Malaysia. Citizens of the world, it's time to build a theme park empire, and look at that, we're going straight into where I'm from, Malaysia. Look at it! I actually did not know this jumping into this game, but it's nice to go home.
Hey! Check out this beach! Amazing, right? Great sun, smooth waves, and, more importantly, all ours. The previous owner was a bit in over their head, just a teensy bit, so this park didn't work out for them. I have an idea though. I think we pack this place with guests and make a splash for coast to coast with water rides. Something new and exciting that people will come from all over to try.
My oh my, I can picture it now. You're onto something here, my boy.
Wait a minute, I know my brother. There's a catch, isn't there, Bradley?
Well, just a little one. The previous owner took out quite a few loans before the park went under. And now those loans are all ours. Surprise!
Brad, you should have spoken to me first. I would have helped you avoid a mistake like this.
Mistake? No. I thought this place was great.
Oh, don't you worry. What's a little debt between friends? Just you stick to your vision, and we'll make something incredible together.
Okay, so we are here setting up our park, and you heard that we are pretty much in heavy debt because look at this. It's like being home. These island hills covered in vegetation. I'm so familiar with these sites. We don't really have a lot of these pier kind of parks in the tropics in Malaysia. They're kind of somewhat difficult to build because the seas can get rather rough, and when those tropical thunderstorms come in, it's a bit of a problem. But theme parks by the beach, yeah, we got lots of those. And looking at this has a lot of stuff starting out, and this is the first mission, so the questing is gonna go through some of the basics like placing down some facilities and toilets, but we're gonna try do what I want. I'm impressed with how this coaster can be built around these rocks like this, that the fact that there's quite a lot of freedom with the collision, and this one, as you may have seen earlier in the video, there is a bit of a problem with how this is at the moment. I think the problem is, right, yeah, here. That's kind of a bit of an issue. So we may fix that. But in terms of this particular park, I think there's under finances, loans. How much in debt are we? $70,000 loan, so we have to repay $101,000. The interest rate is 45%. Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with that. So This is a seaside park. It's asking us to research spinning flat rides, which we can do. I think there's research here, spinning flat rides. So as you go through the campaign, you do, let's see, spinning flat rides is there. So we got to get the tower flat rides first. So let's start researching that. And research is done at a workshop. So we're going to familiarize ourselves with this particular park. There's various buildings here, and shops and facilities are built into this building. You can see there. Various things in there. What's this thing over here? I mean, a lot of the detail is just... has a Chief Beef shop, Gelato Bros shop, and a Gulpy Soda shop. And oh, there's this little cable car. Cable cars, they're like a big thing in Malaysia, just so you know. We got cable cars going up all sorts of hills. Penang Hill, Genting Highlands. Like, we like cable cars to go uphill. So this is a bit weird, having a cable car going out into the sea. It's not that far of a walk, but, you know, some people, they'd rather not do the walk. It's not currently open. Is this technically a ride? Can we just open this cable car? Let's see. We should probably test this, right? Like, does everything work, or is this completely busted like the roller coaster? So with these rides, as there are safety precautions, we got to test the rides first to make sure everything functions. It's currently testing. You can see this. And it looks like it's finished testing and can be opened. So let's go ahead and open the cable car. It does look like it goes from this station to that station. It might be a nice little ride. It could do with some more scenery, I guess. Because, I mean, there's not much... Why would someone ride this? Look how long the queue is expected to be. I mean, it might be cool if we throw some scenery stuff around. Let's check. How much money do we have? I've got 48,000 in the bank right now, but we are paying off that loan. In terms of sceneries, there are custom things that we could build, or there are blueprints. So this is a seaside resort, so we want to try and stick to that theme. So how about this aquatic waterway? Do you think we could position this? So you can rotate based on a grid or rotate freely. There's a lot of freedom with this stuff. I think we can't quite... I mean, we could move it vertically, but then it'll be kind of weird as well. So I think what I'll do is I'll have this be a kind of entranceway over on this side. Let me reset its position. And I'll place it somewhat like on this side, maybe? Let's have it face this way. So I think that side looks a little bit more interesting. And I'll have this be kind of an entranceway here. And I think that's intersecting a little bit with this street light. Can I move this? And maybe... can I just move it to another place? Like maybe here. And I'll just rotate it. Is that a bit of a hazard for the cable car? Maybe that's a bit of a hazard for the cable car. I'll just move it to like here. So it's not intersecting like that. That should be fine. So we added some scenery. There we go. I don't know if that will... let me just check. Testing, operations, add-ons, customize, advanced settings. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Scenery bonus. Currently it's 0%. I'm not sure if they're going to be benefiting from that. But I like how that looks. But also, in terms of scenery, I want to add another one. Is there another aquatic opening kind of thing? Like something like this. How big is this? It's a little bit smaller. But maybe still something that can be done. Yeah, something just... But that's just like that. Yeah, so we've got like a big gate here. And we can go through here. And one thing that's really great about this game is that you can just sort of really zoom into things. You can go into buildings and see so many details. Like, is this actually a thing that's just closed? What is this thing? It's just a building? It's a resort shop awning. Oh, so we can put a shop in here. Let's see. Let's go to shops and let's see. Plant coaster hats, fantastic. Photo kiosk. There we go. I think I got it right this time, facing the right way. And there's no power, so I can't have it running, but I can add power to the facilities. So let's see. I should be able to... There should be a power distributor. So to get power to this thing, I think... Oh, actually, I think we just need to connect a power cable. Like, does this work? Does that... Oh, wait, no, we just don't have a power distributor out in here. So let's put a power distributor, like, I guess behind the shop. Yeah, and then connect that to the power supply. There we go. So there's a lot of infrastructure like that going. And now this pizza place, let's see, pizza pen. Let's open it. And there we go. And we can see, like, inside the pizza pen, like, this is how much detail there is in this game. Like, you can see, like, inside the shop. I don't think text would be required on that menu there, but you can see all the way inside here. And looking inside certain things like that, it does just make all of this feel a bit more real. Like, let's look inside this gelato shop. What you got in here? Gelato Bros written right there. Like, this is some unnecessary detail, which is nice to have. There's some cones, some Gelato Bros squirty bottles of some kind of thing. You can see, like, there's textures on the inside of the shop like this, which is really nice to see. And you can see people buying gelato. Look at that. So all of that's really nice to see. Okay, in terms of problems, what's going on? American Arrow is incomplete. Is that the coaster? So this game is called Planet Coaster. So we should probably get this coaster running. And you can test the coaster and actually see how it goes. And you can sit in the chair and watch it go through all of this. And one nice touch is you can hide the panels and just, you know, experience the coaster. You can even change which car you're on, which seat you're on. You can really pick, like, how you want to be. So you don't have to sit at the front. You can sit at the back here, and you can experience the ride. And the smoothness of this experience is, I would say, commendable. Because one thing about theme park stuff, games, and all of that is you tend to want to ride the rides. And as you know, I came from the 90s era of gaming where when you played theme park games, you never could actually sit in the rides and experience them. You always had to watch other people do it. So the fact that this is here, I mean, it's kind of a given that modern theme park games need this stuff, but it's nice that this is here and you can actually customize it and make sure the experience is how you want it to be. However, we do know that there is a missing piece of track. So, so let's see what happens when we get to the missing piece of track. You probably know what happens, but just to show you that it does. So, it's not gonna let me open that. Let's stop the testing and fix this track. So where's the broken piece? It's here. What needs to happen is it needs to come back and reattach to the beginning. And that is something that, let's go to edit coaster. That's something that we have to fix. So checking the end of the track, I think we just need to loop it around, but there's a number of things that we can do. We can do like big fancy loops. There's lots of designs like this. You can loop down into the ground there. That would be a bad idea. We could loop up. That might be, like, we might not have enough power to do something like that. Like, you can't just defy gravity. You do have to kind of make this all work. So I don't think we need to do anything particularly... Oh, there's rolls. There's oh, look how big things can get. Like, we would need power to get up there. But let's not be too crazy. Let's do something a little bit more reasonable. Like, I don't think... Let's just extend outwards. So what you can do is... And that's turning it. This is extending outwards. So we can extend out like this. And we can begin turning. No, we actually need a bit more room to go, I think. So let's do that. And then begin turning this way. But we got to start leaning down here. I don't want to crash into these trees, so let's do this and extend it out that way. Good. I think we're gonna need a bit more room to maneuver here. So let's do this. And then, is there a particular loop that maybe we could utilize here to get ourselves down? I probably don't want to add another loop-de-loop, but that could be cool. Like, I'm gonna try this. Oh, there's even more shapes. There's so many things you can do. Like, you can of course do all of this kind of manually, but the fact that there are these kinds of things, you know, something like, I think I saw one that was actually feasible. Yeah, just something like this does bring us back up, but maybe let's try. We can change the angle of this as well. Yeah, I think if we start looping like this, and is there a particular loop that will like loops into loops? Like, is there a particular loop that will bring us? You can loop through itself like this. I don't even know if we could. You know what? Let's try that. Do I have the money to use that? It may or may not work, but I'm gonna start bring us down here, and we gotta start curving back around here. Do you think it's safe to go through these pillars? Maybe. Let's and then you can. Oh no, let's not do that. Let's pull this back a little bit, and you can just sort of you can just let's do this. Pull it shorter somewhat. Try to make that confirm autocomplete that. Now this may or may not work, but let us see if this functions. Good. Let's go back here. Let's test. We're running a test. We don't have to sit in there the whole way, but we can see if this will actually function. And maybe I was a bit too ambitious, but I mean, we basically added a lot. Oh, there's a swimming pool with unsafe coverage. Oh, there's so many things that we need to do. I know there's all of these notifications, but I want to fix the roller coaster. Like, I don't know if we're actually gonna... Oh, this is kind of a mess, isn't it? Like, I should ride the coaster at that point to see if it all functions. Because if you just make it, like, big, steep slopes, you could just end up rolling back and never complete the loop. You can't open the coaster until you get... Cable car has an expired service badge. Its condition is degrading. Yeah, that probably means we have to hire a mechanic. I'm just gonna pop a mechanic down. And this coaster... No, let's... No, back out. Let's do here. Let's jump into the... Where's the button for the camera? There we go. We can see how it goes. So this part we know works. It's going around the cliffs and rocks. And then I think it went around this way. And then this is the part where we started building. Don't get stuck, don't get stuck, don't get stuck, don't get stuck. I was too ambitious. Open test details. Yeah, so that's a bit of a problem. So if we're testing, there's not enough power there. Like this bit here, you can't just go up. You have to come down at some times. So we're gonna have to fix this. So let me go ahead and try and fix this. But before I do that, let me solve some of these other issues. So let's see. Swimming pool. Yeah, view pool, this one. So see, the UI helps you do a lot of things, right? There's a problem. The swimming pool has no lifeguard. You can view the pool. It opens this. We can add a new lifeguard chair. We can then just add a lifeguard chair there. Problem solved. We can do that. Let's see. Check rides. American Arrows untested. We're working on that. Guess there's no path to the pizza pen shop. Oh, right. This notification is when I built that pizza shop and then deleted it, so I can dismiss that. Yep. And, okay, now we're back to just American Arrow needs to be tested. Guests are desperate. Yeah. They're probably not desperate anymore. Okay, so this part of the coaster, I'm going to have to change, which, no problem. We can go to Edit Coaster. I can take... so this part is coming down. I think we need to have a bit more of a dip before going up. So I can just delete this part, I think. Yeah, if I... No, let's delete that part. Let's delete that part. So this part goes up a little bit. And it does need to dodge this, but I think I need it to curve down. And I can also straighten it out a little bit here. So we need to dip down, but avoid the rocks, of course. And oh, that looks dangerous and yet cool. And then we're gonna come back up. That's skirting the rocks. It's cutting things a little close, but let's do that. Yeah. And then curve around this way. So this should give us some momentum. Can we extend? Is this? Maybe this is conflicting a little bit. All right, for now I decided to just simplify the track here and got rid of the loops to see if this actually functions first before I try to make it any more fancy. But there is this sharp dip here, and then it should just be a continued loop. That's kind of scary. I don't know if that's safe, but this should allow us to just use the momentum to get us back to the start. And at least we could open the American arrow. I don't know why it's called the American arrow, but sure. We're going to rename this. This is the Malayan arrow. Okay, so it does look like this part now completes the loop. They go through this tree, which is kind of weird. Can I move this tree? This tree, is it within my... I think this is still within my borders, yeah. All right, anyway, the coaster now does complete the loop, which I think that this now allows us to... Malayan arrow has finished testing and can be opened. Yes, let's open the coaster. The coaster is now open, ready for people to go. And we've got this bit of empty space here. And I'm looking down here, there's this scenery brush. I really like this. Let's go for... let's not go for weird trees. Where's the tropical Mediterranean plants? Mediterranean, let's go for, there we go, tropical large trees. Can I just brush? Ah, perfect. I love that. That just really fills up the space so easily. That's so nice that we can just do that. I think this is not our territory here. This territory we could be expanding to. If I check the park management, we can go to... Oh, by the way, while we're here, we need to start researching the flat rides, spinning rides. I think we have enough research points. Yeah, let's do that. What was I doing? I was going to park management. It wasn't park options. It was park expansion. There we go. So you can see there's these regions. So we own this, but this is currently locked. The coastal village, that's locked. So we can't access that. This costs 6,000 beachfront. This costs 6,000 beachfront. So 6,000 is actually not that expensive. I could just go ahead and buy that. So this is now my land. I can now build more of my park out this way. In terms of the coaster, it is open, but I think we need to advertise it somewhat, which we can do. I think there is it in the park management? There is not park rating. Actually, what is our park rating? Attraction prestige. Yeah, we got to get some people in here. Guests, staff, research, finances. Now we still got a lot of things to do here. In terms of this ride, let's see, we can duplicate, save as blueprint. Yeah, there's all of this good stuff. Oh, you can even change the colors of lights and everything. Wow, okay. In terms of objectives, have we actually... Oh, it does actually just tell us we can pin objectives up there, build a new flat ride and set it to open. Yeah, I mean, we're doing some more advanced stuff like finishing our Malayan coaster. Let's see, guests, water parks. So swimming pool 203 is unsafe. Oh, is there no lifeguard here? Oh, it's because lifeguard's on break. We need a second lifeguard. Let's just have a second lifeguard set up right there. That should keep things safe. Oh, someone's drowning already. The lifeguard immediately had to jump in. This person was having problems. It's nice that these are things that you actually have to deal with in this game. Is someone riding? Are there people? No. I think there's still no one. We need to get people coming to this attraction. Oh, they're starting to discover it. Very nice. You can buy advertisements, and I'm trying to remember where that was. Was it park rating, attractions and shops, pools, facilities, utilities? This is all of our stuff. Oh, wrong button. There's a way to... There we go, advertising. Targeted advertising, long flume enthusiast, quiet ride questers, aquatic scenery lovers. These are our... There's actually no... The demographic around here doesn't have a thrill seeker demographic, I guess. But look, some people have organically discovered the coaster. This is going to be the first public ride of the Malayan Arrow. Hope you enjoy the ride. Can I ride with you? Hold on, I gotta select the build. The ride, let's do this. I can... Oh, this is the wrong train. This is the train that's about to go. So this is... Let me go back a few seats, and then we can actually see our guests' reaction. Okay, here we go. These first build-ups are so... Personally, in real life, I'm not such a huge fan of coasters. But I mean, like, I never regret riding one, but like, getting on one is very anxiety-inducing. Look, I'm here with this person. This is how I look starting out a coaster ride. I'm just like... Yeah, I feel you. And then that first dip always gets me right here in the middle of my chest. But okay, here we go. Here we go. We know it's safe. Oh, they're enjoying themselves. They're looking forward to it. Okay, the anxiety is turning to excitement. And... Oh, that feeling right there. Oh, I got hands. I got legs and a body. Wow, okay. Whoa. This coaster in real life would be insane. Look at this. People are gonna love this. Word of mouth, it's gonna be so good. So this is just adding some power to get us back up. Gives us time to look at this, and then another sudden drop. A sudden drop and turn through the trees. That's not safe. And then back down to the start. Through a bit more foliage. And here we go. Look at this, we've got a queue! Perfect. This is gonna work out so good. We're currently slowly losing money because I'm not like paying attention to anything. We could build a new flat ride in maybe our I don't know, maybe it's better to like this looks like where we should be building a flat ride. Let's do some of these objectives here. Flat rides, Viking teacups, coaster teacups, mythology synchronized resort. There's always got to be a ship. Oh, there we go. Viking upswing. There's always got to be a ship. It's big. Like, is that the best spot for it? I mean, there's kind of an opening here. Can we build it on the beach? Like here, can I actually fit it here? I really like it here. This looks cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it back against the rocks as much as I can here. I'm gonna do that, and I do have to connect it, so the entrance and exit is already there. I just have to go to paths, and I'm going to build a line builder for people coming up to it. Wait, no, I need to build a queue, sorry. I need to build a queue like this. And then I just need to build an exit path. Can I loop it round like this? Does that work? I think that works. That should work. So it's just a short line. Do I need to test this? I probably need to test it. Make sure it doesn't swing into something. Like, does it hit this tree? I don't think it goes that far. I know it's a Viking theme thing, which is kind of weird. I don't think there's any Viking themed stuff in Malaysia. We just don't really know that stuff. But this woodwork is reminiscent of Southeast Asia. You can ride this ride as well. Oh yes, perfect. I like how testing, it actually puts like crash test dummies in here. Oh, wonderful. It actually fits really nicely. When it comes to these rides, you can of course customize all sorts of stuff. You can create a custom ride and then you like decorate it and create your own blueprints. Like there's all of this stuff. But the game does give you enough tools to just quickly get things going. Are people actually riding this stuff? They are riding this stuff. Well, you can see... like how many... Oh, we're in here with some people. Excuse me. People just enjoy the scenery, I guess. Going through all of this. Has this finished testing? I think we can now open it. Perfect. So this is a new ride. And now it's asking us to build a pool with 300 prestige and build in Beachfront 2. Beachfront 2 is this one. Oh, the one I bought. Perfect. Like, I could add a new pool here if you want. But like, what's the pathway to get over there? Walking underneath this coaster feels somewhat dangerous, but it should be fine. Okay, we may just try and work around this. So I just increased the line width here. I think that path is 7. So if I just draw this... Can I draw this through? Oh, it does actually... Okay, it does work because it gets rid of the pillars. Okay, so it does look natural. The game does what it needs to make things look okay. And then I think we can go through there. Okay, there we go. We've extended the path out into the new area. Park entrance is not accessible. Oh, I was pressing undo a couple times. I must have undid this path here. No worries. Let's go to classic path. Oh, need to drop this down. I think 4 will do. There we go. People are riding this. Very nice. And we are going to now go ahead and build a pool over here. So pools are somewhat different. There are existing pools, which you can just do that. Or you could create a custom pool. Of course, you could do a custom pool. Like, and then you can just create some weird... shape like that. That's weird. I'm not gonna do that. A pentagon pool? Also kind of weird, but also kind of cool. Guess I've reported a case of pickpocketing. Oh, here? Okay, I guess we gotta hire some security. Security guards. Yeah. Chief beef? No, let's hire a security guard. That should be okay for now. I don't know if we need to add any staff facilities. Don't know if we need... You know, I'm sure the staff are fine. They're fine. I'll just have... I mean, there's all these heat maps which the game does tell us about. Like heat maps for guest tolerance, power, finances, profit. The things that are making us money, I see. Scenery. Condition. Yeah, it's fine. Let's go back to building our pool. So a pool with 300 prestige. That can be a number of things. Pool extras is all of this stuff as well, yeah. So let's back up. We got to create our pool first. Create a custom pool. Octagon? I could do something... That's weird. Can I...
This place is starting to pick up. But I did think there'd be more guests by now. Do people not realize how cool this place is? Maybe Eugene was right. Maybe this place was a mistake.
Just give it time, lad. The park is doing great. And I'm sure Eugene was just trying to protect you. Brotherly love and all that.
Yeah, you're probably right. You usually are. Except for the haggis-filled donuts. That was just all kinds of wrong.
I just built a large enough pool, and the most popular attraction is the cable car, really. Okay, so I was actually just expanding this. Oh no, these trees are kind of in the way. Can I get rid of you, please? Yeah, these trees should not be inside the pool. That would be bad. Okay, so I've got this pool here. I just built a pool that was large enough, and it was just prestigious enough. I've also got this pool that's kind of floating up on this beach. This is actually not a great place for the pool. It should actually be a bit further out this way. But I like the shape of it. So let's go create custom. Let's go to the octagon. I'm going to go ahead and do this. And I do want to try and keep this like that. That looks good. Yep. Okay, that's going to be our pool. This tree. Can I get rid of that? Okay, that does look better. On the pools, we'll also do pool extras. We should definitely have some... We could just scatter some diving boards around, I think. Yeah, we also should have some ladders so people can get out. Kind of important. Wave machine. Don't know if I should do that. Lifeguard. Let's try and cover as much as possible. We'll probably need at least 2 here. Yeah, let's have 1 lifeguard there. And 1 lifeguard. Maybe more like this. Maybe 3 lifeguards, just to be safe, you know? Okay, that feels good. 3 lifeguards there. In terms of building flumes, that is going to be another kind of thing. First of all, most important thing to discuss here, what color? Plunge bowl, carve, wild slide, swell, bailout, multi-race. Let's not be too... And I could just do one of these. So these are just slides. We can make them taller. Let's loop this around. And I'm going to have this one go like... Does that work? We can do that? I think we can do that. It's just a slide for people to slide into the pool. Okay, so that does seem to work. Yeah, the entrance will be there, but I think this entrance also needs to have part of flume platform. I can also add a second extension to this, or maybe I'll build a separate one entirely. Like you could just have another flume here and like loop it around. And we want it to maybe go a little bit further on this one. To dump people into that. I think this works. Do you still manage to slide down or do you get stuck? It's a bit flat, but we just dump them right in there. Yeah, that's perfect. Now, in terms of getting up here, it's a bit tall. I'm gonna have to extend this staircase. I can just go ahead and open it now, but I gotta get this staircase built. There we go. That actually functions. So I just built a path. You can build paths upwards, and then it becomes ramps and stairs like this. And in terms of getting people here, this fence is kind of... I need to extend this. I think it was 7 width. Need to have this extend all the way over to here so that people can actually get here to our new pool. And in terms of scenery, no, I think I'll do the scenery brush and go back to... You can just create new brushes and everything. So avoid paths on, align to surface. Let's leave that off, size 10, yeah, and then let's go to tropical, large. Fill up the gaps a little bit. I'll leave that path there. Oh, this leads up to here. Big wheel has expired service badge. Yeah, okay, now there's a bunch of problems. I think I solved this. Lots of pickpocketing. Yeah, I think I've solved that. Good. More pickpocketing. One pickpocket got caught. Yep. Swimming pool is unsafe. I think I solved that. There are no guest services near the swimming pool. Okay. So... Also, have I opened this? I don't think... There we go. I didn't open that flume. I think they're both open now. Yes. And guest services here. Also, yeah, kind of important. So let's go to facilities. It should be services. Body dryer. Yeah, we could do with a number of things here. Body dryer. Yeah, we can have the body dryer there. A changing room. That's the best spot for this. I can just have... It kind of needs to be not there. There we go. Changing room can go there. Facilities. What else do you need? Guest services counter, guest services shop, toilet, cubicles. Oh, we could do with some toilets. Yep, good. That's good as well. So the dryer is there. Changing there. Toilets there. Okay. We now have to run an advertisement campaign for the long flume, which I think we can do. That was park management, attractions. No, it wasn't. It was finances. No, I keep forgetting where the advertisements are. It's somewhere around here. Attractions. There's so much data. There's so much stuff. Park rating. Advertising. Long flume enthusiasts. So what requirements do we need? Create one ride, track length of at least 70, must be a flume. Track length 70. Okay, how long is this one? Finances, testing, prestige, operations. Oh, right. This also needs power. Let's go to facilities, power. We're going to need a power distributor here, and that needs to connect to some power. Okay, good. All right. In terms of getting a long flume, I think what we can do is we just get a big one. Like, there's some blueprints. So I built some custom ones, but I can do a long one. I'm pretty sure this one is going to be long enough. No, its flume length needs to be 70. So that one, like this one is super long. Okay, this looks like a big flume. And it just drains down into the middle like that. Okay, that looks good to me. Let's go ahead and pop this like there. That's obstructed. Okay, maybe we can build it over on this side. That works. Just need some path to get over here. This tree also in the way. Let's grab... we could probably set a queue for this one, because we're going to... We'll just loop the queue round like that. Up to here. Good. So there's a queue going into there. And now we should be able to do the advertising campaign, which I gotta remember where there we go, advertising. I think we can do this, so... Oh, I think it's not open, right? I haven't actually tested it and opened it. This room. Test the ride, make sure it works. It's a plunge bowl, so they go into here and it's covered, and then they just spin around and fall in. Open it. Okay, that should now work. There we go. Create advertisement. Cost per hour. Ad campaigns will automatically end when they reach 100% awareness. 10 hours, 23 minutes. Yeah, confirm.
You know what, mate? I'm feeling really good about this park again. I mean, just look at the place. I know. I shouldn't let what Eugene says get to me. It's just that he's always been able to make me feel like the little brother. I mean, sure, I am the little brother, but it still doesn't feel great. Anyway, beaches, water, and awesome rides? Why was I ever worried? Right, I'll let you get back to work.
And that's silver objectives completed. The cable car is still the most popular. You know what? We're running low on money. Can I increase the cost of the cable car? Like, let's see, testing, operations, summary, add-ons, customize. Oh, you can change the music and everything. Speed, 8 kilometers per hour. So this is our most popular thing, the cable car. People just love it for some reason. You know, maybe I shouldn't mess with it. It's like our main moneymaker, so it should be fine. Oh, this queue is insane. Oh dear. Oh dear. It's nice that it's on the beach, but also, like, scenery bonus is 100. Look at that. But, oh. People love this. They're trying to queue, but it gets real messy outside there. Fine. Have 4 flat rides and set to open. Now, I don't know if people are actually coming over here, because this is a whole new area. Okay, there are some people who are coming this side. Power generator has expired. I think some things are... Yeah, so basically we need to hire some more people. If things like that are happening, we should hire a mechanic. Yeah. Another mechanic should help solve that. We should probably also... There were a lot of pickpocketing issues. Let's throw down a couple more security guards. Is this the queue to the roller coaster? Okay, this is popular, huh? Finances, price. It's like 20 bucks. Ticket price bargain. I'm gonna start upping our prices. Ticket price premium. That's more expensive. If it's popular and there's a big queue outside, like this, we're gonna start upping the prices. Price premium. So this cable car is technically not a ride. People just like it, I think. Pickpocket's been caught. Fantastic. Okay, so we've got some successful rides going here. Like, if I set the ticket price to dynamic, minimum price, maximum price, queue time, 3 minutes, I'll just leave it on premium for now. Since people are willing to queue for it, we up the price. We'll make money as long as the queue's still there. Now, this part of the park, some people are getting here. Swimming pool is over capacity. This swimming pool is over capacity, huh? Could I just make the pool bigger? If I go to pools and create custom, and I make this smaller and maybe stamp, draw, line builder, rounding tool, customize brush. Doesn't... that's not quite what I want to do. If I just expand the pool. Does that work? I mean, it looks real ugly. I should probably not do that. But you know what? If I get rid of these lights, which shouldn't be there anymore. And I probably want to keep the ladder. We increase the capacity of the pool. I'm sure you love it. I mean, more people should just come to this pool, really. Maybe I should have just left it. But it seems like the advertisement is working. People are coming all the way over here to ride our flumes. In terms of facilities, I should probably have facilities, souvenir shops, restaurants, food shops. Could I have these? Let's have a chief beef shop. Let's open that. These are open, right? Yeah, these are open. Let's open. Got a beef shop near the pool. I'm sure that'll be popular. What are the shops we got here? Gelato. Let's have one of them. Hot dog. Always good by the pool. Open that. Open that. Very good. Anything else? Not staff. Souvenir shops. Drink shops probably important. Cosmic Cow milkshakes. Let's have drinks come over on this side. Gulpy soda. Have a couple drink shops over there. What else is there? Restaurants. Do I want to build like an actual restaurant? Restaurant kitchen. Like, I'm not entirely sure. And it does need power. So we have power on this side. If I place that there. No tables connected. We gotta add some tables, yes. How do I want to do this? Could I just have like some seating out this side? Does it have to be on this side? I guess this side works okay, but I think I need to extend this path first. Can I do this? And like connect this up like this? Okay, a bit weird. Create a bit of a room like that. And then we could just have a mishmash of tables. Yeah, this will work. People can sit however they want. There, we got a restaurant going. Many guests are still reporting pickpockets, which probably means we should continue hiring more security staff. Security guard. Like, I assume the pickpockets... Let's just get, like, 3 more security staff. Entrances, services... I think we got the services we need, yeah? There are no guest services. This is still asking for guest services. I think maybe the pool is just so big. The pool has ticket prices. But you know what? I think this should be fine. It is asking me to open up another flat ride, which I think we can go ahead and just do. Which one of these do I want? What is Sky Watcher? How much is this thing? 2,000? I guess this counts as a flat ride. Let's do that. And then we have like the entrance and the exit. So if you're going to... Yeah, so this is the queue. Let's make it somewhat long. Who knows, this could end up being popular. And the exit. Good. We gotta test it. Oh, it needs power. My bad. Facilities. We're gonna need power. Power distributor. Is that not? Wait, it does have power. No, it doesn't have power. Add a power facility. Does it just need a closer distributor? Or do we just not have enough power? Yeah, I think we actually need more power. So let's actually get rid of that. Facilities, so maybe a power generator? Connect it up. There we go. We just needed actually more power. I think that needs access though. If I go to maybe staff path. Let's shrink this down. So that's a staff path. This thing is massive. It is way taller than I was thinking. It doesn't fit our park at all. It's huge. It's like a skyscraper in the middle of a village. Like, it just... That doesn't... Oh, the views you'd get from up here, though. Look at this. So you'd be up here. Can I... Oh, look at... Oh, it's such good views, though. It doesn't match our park at all, but... Oh, it's a good addition. Oh, that's so nice. So you just go up there and watch it. Let's open it. Imagine if people were actually in that. They'd all be dead. But okay, this is now open. Oh. It's now asking for another coaster. Like, we could keep going, but I think you get the idea of Planet Coaster. Like, just being honest here, getting into this game can feel a little bit fiddly. Oh, that restaurant's so popular. They're just queuing up and all the tables are taken already. Getting into the nitty-gritty can be a little bit fiddly because, like, there's so many little things you can tweak, but there are certain things which I really like this scenery brush. It just really does help. Like, if you want to just decorate things, like tropical rocks small, you can go ahead and just put some rocks down. You can put some trees down. Like, it just makes decorating so much easier and quicker. Look at this. I'm just gonna lush up the beach in seconds. I love tools like this. It just... Look at that. That just looks nice to go down to now. Like, if I just go and do, like... is there just something that people would enjoy? Let's see, not coasters. Like, I could do a little scenery, yes. Props, buildings, path extras, special effects. Yeah, I could probably do with more security, honestly speaking. Topiary. Create one of those social media. Can you just put these anywhere? Oh, you can just put these anywhere. Create a... You know what? That's actually enough for a social media moment. Yeah, just stand there and take a photo for your Instagram or something. I don't know, that's what people do, right? You just need like a point of interest, and the rest, the people will do it themselves. There we go. That would actually work in real life, honestly speaking. Also, this this lookout point, I think I could connect this up and actually build up to there. But yeah, okay, so just being honest, like getting things like just right can be a little bit fiddly because you gotta really spend your time crafting the park you want. I'm going through a lot of different things all at once in this video, so just to show you how it is. But you can see even with my reckless behavior, the game is holding up. Like things aren't really breaking, things are still going along, and it's got this campaign to follow along through, but of course there's sandbox modes and all of that. So yeah, I think the efforts they've been going through to improve the game since launch have been paying off, and that's reflected in the user reviews as well. So go check it out. It seems increasing my prices have gotten rid of the queues there. There's still a decent enough queue here. Bargain prices kept people coming on in, but I think, yeah, I think I gotta set this down to maybe dynamic pricing. So when there's no one there, it drops the price. But when people are there, it just self-sorts, right? As long as there's a queue, charge more. If there's no queue, charge less. Problem solved. I think we are kind of breaking even if I check my finances here. That's our value. Park cash has dropped significantly because I tend to be spending a lot. Park profit. Income costs. Okay, we are actually turning a profit. That's actually amazing. And look how, like, it takes some time for things to populate, but here we go. People are all here. Look at that. They're all going. Okay. Anyway, that's our look at Planet Coaster 2. Definitely worth a look back in, so do click the link down below to check it out, and just click the link and have a look. See what you think of it. And yeah, you might want to get into it if you're waiting for them to just patch the game and improve it and all that stuff. And that's what they wanted to show off. Just that it is a solid game that's fun to play now. Okay, I'm coming back in from a little bit in the future here, and I've just been fixing up the park somewhat and achieving objectives. And you can see some things I've done to experiment with. You can set fireworks to trigger when the coaster hits a certain part. Look at my magnificent fireworks setup here. It's about to go off. Yes! So I've got a couple of those going off. They seem to appreciate it a little bit. Down here, I've gone and expanded the park with some teacups. It's no longer a social media location, and this is actually a pretty popular thing. Checking how much money it's making, not that much, but it's going okay. You can see like crowds are coming down here to ride the teacups. I've only just put it, so it hasn't made that much money yet. And over on this side, I've even expanded to adding in a couple pools. It's not super popular yet. Some people are coming on down to check it out, but it's getting there. But to get to the gold star, we just have to open a new coaster. And I did spend a lot of time working on our own little coaster there, but I think we can maybe do a pre-built one. We just need a bit of money. The cheapest one is 16,000, which is a little bit out of our price range right now. We are slowly making money. So if I speed up the game here, we might be able to make some decent money. I've also changed the time so we can see some other lighting settings. Like, for example, if I go ahead and make it nighttime, you can see how the park looks at night. We can just change the lighting and stuff, and I do like how things light up at night. You can see this is going along very nicely. Yes, fantastic. Off you go. And you can see all of our rides are going fantastically. This one here, this one was very popular for a while. You can see this has been making a good amount of money. And maybe it's because it's got 100% scenery bonus or something. People really like that there. This over here, have you been making any money? This has started to turn a profit as well. One of the most popular things is just this. Checking the profit margins of things. This has made 13, almost 14,000. It's now made 14,000. This is the most profitable thing on this park. So things really do. Like some things make a lot more money. For example, this big wheel, its reputation is that it's like old, and let's see, old, and it doesn't have much scenery bonus. So it's actually just lost us money. Leaving this Ferris wheel here has lost us 1,400. Like, it's actually kind of crazy how much money you can lose on these things. This one's actually turned a profit, surprisingly, but this Ferris wheel, not so much. Anyone using these pools? Yeah, a couple people hanging out down here. That's nice to see. Now we almost have 16,000. We are still paying off our loan, and you can see various things are still running. This coaster, let's make it bright again. Let's go to set lighting and set our times back to normal. Sunset time around 8. Sunrise time around 7. So it's nice morning here. How much money has the Malayan Arrow made? It's turned a pretty decent profit. So projected daily income is 16,000. The game does go on days, but we do have to open another coaster, and you can see we now have enough money. And I want to draw some traffic down here so they use these pools more as well. So this coaster is a pre-built coaster, which we can rotate around and fit it somewhere here. Hopefully it's not gonna crash into anything, but yeah, let's see if I can put this. I think it's got to squeeze in a little bit. Down by the beach. I'm not sure if this is particularly safe. Can we place it there? No, cannot build there. It's too big, I think. Like, it takes up more space than you think it would. Like, if I do this, I think it's because, yeah, you can see there's the border of the where we can build, and that's kind of cramped. If I go up here, maybe I could squeeze it in around here. Let's see, how big is it if I look at it here? Now that's pretty big as well, like pretty cramped rather. So I think it actually has to go down somewhere else. Like, I could expand over to this area here, which buying this would take a bit of money, but it would give us the space required. We do have to cross this river though, which is somewhat annoying. I really wanted to put the coaster there. I mean, I could squeeze a coaster, like building a simple coaster, like a child's coaster. Maybe is something I can do. Let's do, yeah, so like, what's the cheapest coaster we can go for? This one. So we could try make a really simple coaster. Like one that's just gonna start here, and we're going to immediately, how do I want to do this? We do need to give it a little bit of, yeah, chain lift here. And we're just gonna chain lift up so that it's got some height. And then we are going to turn it off to the side and flatten it out, I think. And we're just gonna do that. And make the simplest of coasters. It's just gonna go down like that. And loop around like this. Go along here. And can we... let me see here. Yeah, that should be okay. And can I end it? No, let's not do that. Is this too steep to reconnect back there? That might be a little too cramped. It's okay. Let's go around here. Instead, I will swing to the right a little bit. Maybe go up just a bit. And then I'll swing back around to the left and back down. Let's not do this. Like coming in from this angle, from this rock, I might need to give it a bit more space. Yeah, good. And we want to bring it down. There we go. Confirm. This should work, right? This should actually be a functioning coaster. Just a nice little beachside coaster, yeah. Good. Let's get some pathways. Actually, where's the entrance? Have I put... Oh, we gotta test the coaster. Okay, test the coaster first. Place entrance. Oh, the entrance is actually on this side. I put it backwards. Of course I did. But no worries. Let's put the entrance there. Let's place the exit there. And then we just have to connect the entrance. Yeah, queue builder. And I'm just gonna build the queue all the way to connect. This should actually connect to there. There. That's how it's gonna connect to the queue. And we are going to place the exit. Let's make this path a little bit. And the exit path will loop around this way. And connect like that. I just drew a heart. And we can open it.
Well, this is just a marvel. Excellent work, everyone. See where your vision has gotten us, Brad? Hmm?
It was just a good hunch.
Exactly. A hunch. I've told you 100 times, Brad. Research, plan, then act.
Ah, Eugene, if he hadn't jumped at the opportunity, we might have missed out on all this. Your instincts are the breadcrumbs leading you to your dreams. For me, they once led me to opening a bakery, which in turn led me to more breadcrumbs. Ah, the circle of life. But you can't deny how well this has all worked out, can you? Hmm?
No, I suppose you're right. I'm sorry. You did do a great job here, Brad.
It was a team effort. Don't worry about it, bro.
Gold objectives completed. Gets in the park 1,956. That's a lot. So the objectives is to get the final star, build a new coaster, and set it to open the biggest drop of at least 40 meters. So I'm not going to focus on that. I gold starred this. I just want to try out our coaster. Can I have this run? Because no one's using this one right now. No one's riding this coaster. What I could do is I could set it to test. And then just make sure it runs okay. Let's see our new coaster that I built from scratch. It is testing. Okay, here we go. So this is what it looks like. We go straight up into the sky. This is like a kid's coaster, really. It's like a very simple coaster. And then you get a nice view at the ocean, and you're turned away into the ground. And it just loops back around here. And back to the start. It's the kind of coaster where they'll send you around like 2 or 3 times to make it worth it. But okay, there you go. That's gonna be our look, just as a little bit of an extra update towards the end and gold starring this first mission set in Malaysia and showing off a few extra features, which I felt like after I played a bit more, I was like, I should actually show these things off as well, that you can do these things. And gold starring this first mission feels nice. All right, there you go. That's gonna be what we have for today.